So we will pray before we start. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnana Anjana Salakaya Chakra Nimiletam Jena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobhistam Stapitam Jena Bhutale Soyam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Bandeham Sri Guru Sijutapada Kamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavanam Cha Sirupam Sagrajatam Sagana Sri Raghunatham Vitamtam Sajiva Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Litam Sri Visakam Vitam Cha हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीन बंधु जगतपते गोपीश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषावान सुत देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वंशा कल्पश्रीवास्य कृपा सिंधुवैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यः वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्ण प्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमद् भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. So let me share the screen. Yeah. Yes, so thank you again so much for this embarking or boarding on this beautiful journey, wonderful journey of Bhagavad Gita. As Krishna says that anybody who boarded in these beautiful verses, Krishna say that if anybody boarded on this boat, this journey or this boat of Bhagavad Gita, what will happen? That he will be, this is the beautiful verses here. Even if you are considered the most sinful of all sinners, when you are situated in the boat of transcendental knowledge, you will be able to cross over the ocean of misery. So anybody can. Lord is inviting everybody to come and board on this transcendental knowledge, board on this wisdom of timeless wisdom, Bhagavad Gita. And Lord himself said in this chapter 1, chapter 9, confidential knowledge, that this Bhagavad Gita knowledge, this wisdom is the king of all education. Raja Vidya, Raja Guhyam, the king of education and king of all secret. So, and only thing is that it has to be understood in association with devotee through a disciplic succession. As we all belong to a disciplic succession from Krishna, Brahma to Srila Prabhupada. So it is better for us to understand. Otherwise, I have seen in India, whenever I travel, when I was communicating with many people, they are reading Bhagavad Gita for years and years, but they cannot get this understanding of Bhagavad Gita, simply because they do not discuss in association of devotee and coming from a authorized parampara. Otherwise, you will miss this knowledge. Krishna himself says that you can understand. First qualification is you should understand bhakto simi sakha cheti. Rahasammi etad uttamam. In order to understand Bhagavad Gita, first of all, bhakta, through the bhakta. Otherwise, there is no question of understanding Bhagavad Gita. Even Krishna says that those who are not so much conversant in knowledge, simply by hearing from this disciplic succession, through the bona fide process, they also transcend the path of birth and death. How much Krishna has given us this facility, how much important, the paramount important of Bhagavad Gita. Simply it will transcend, simply by hearing, even we do not understand the whole philosophy as it is. And Krishna himself declared that I declare that anybody who studies the sacred conversation of ours, worship me by his intelligence, and who listens with faith without envy, because becomes free from all sinful reaction and attains to the auspicious planet where the pious dwell. Therefore, it is stated that kinchit Bhagavad Gita, kinchit means even little bit of understanding or hearing of Bhagavad Gita is enough. Jamanena charcha. It is enough to not to have a conversation or confrontation with Yamaraj. That means we are immune to go to the Yamaraj. That is the tremendous benefit, stupendous benefit, gargantuan benefit of Bhagavad Gita. People do not know that. That's why Prabhupada is his favorite book. He's told it is the basic practical preaching, this Bhagavad Gita. Simply by understanding Bhagavad Gita, one can go beyond. So we are trying to present this in a very simplified manner based on the teaching of the Bhagavad Gita, so that anybody can embark on this. Main predominant aim of this course is to learn Bhagavad Gita, live Gita, and give Gita. Learn Gita means to study, hear about what is the real philosophy. Then second thing is that to live Gita means to apply this knowledge in our life to whatever extent. If 100%, that is very good. To whatever extent we can apply, that will make our life, very happy, peaceful. Even amidst of miserable, when you hear, you apply, and you think of the Krishna's verse, Krishna's guidance, instruction, we will be really free from the misery. That is practical. That day I was talking with Ravi Prabhu. He was telling that when I hear about teaching of Bhagavad Gita, when there is a misery, there's some problem, some adverse situation, when you think of the Krishna teaching, it will really give us strength to confront it and overcome it also subsequently. Arjuna also same thing. Whole chapter 1 is Arjuna is facing this crisis of the life. Is a crisis for Arjuna. To overcome that, he is hearing this Bhagavad Gita, and eventually he is overcoming his crisis. His crisis is there. He is in very complexity. He is in a very precarious predicament, precarious situation. His real crisis. How can, if I ask to kill your own kinsman, that is impossible. Whatever my duty is, but I cannot, even though they are very terrorists or they are very sinners. How can I kill my own kinsmen? That was a predicament in front of Arjuna. So it is nothing as compared to our predicament, our problems of life. Arjuna problem is much more severe actually. It's a matter of life and death. But Arjuna understood the importance of Krishna and his message. He took shelter of that and came out very triumphantly from this very excruciatingly crisis situation. Therefore, Bhagavad Gita is spoken for those who get us out from this crisis. And those intelligent devotees who are intelligent people in general, who wants to learn, who wants to get out from this awkward position, awkward situation of life, they will study Bhagavad Gita. Otherwise, people don't study. If you do not know what is your disease, how can I go to a doctor? You cannot approach a doctor to get the cure. You should know what is your disease. Therefore, those who are intelligent, he knows that I have been in a very awkward position of life. They will usually, they approach Bhagavad Gita and take it very sincerely, as Prabhupada used to say, sincere student of Gita. One has to be sincere student of Gita. So we will evolve. It's not like one time we study and we understand. No, it repeat. Automatically, Krishna is in their heart of everyone. If he sees that a person is at least is sincere and trying to hear, then he will reveal this knowledge. This knowledge is, Krishna say, mystery. This mystery is revealed not by our academic qualification. I am very intelligent. I can, understand Bhagavad Gita. That is not possible. This is not for the academic, academic or our, academic astute. We can understand Bhagavad Gita. Krishna has refuted it. No. Bhakto simi sakacheti rasamyetad uttamam. Arjuna, to understand this one, in the very beginning he told, to understand it is to do Bhagavad Gita. One need not to be academic astute, academically very erudite scholar. No. One has to be devotees. Krishna will reveal it. It is a revelation. And only Krishna revealed to those who are sincerely hearing. Even though Krishna says that, even though he do not understand, but hearing it, that potency, that tendency of hearing what is there in knowledge, that inquisitiveness, that itself Krishna says they are pious people. Therefore, Krishna says they live in the pious, where the pious dwell. All who listens with faith without envy become free from sinful reaction, attend to the auspicious plan of a pious dwell. In another verses, Krishna says there are those who are inquisitive to learn this knowledge. They are pious people. Out of among 4 pious people, they are pious. So that is the benefit of that, this hearing the Bhagavad Gita. But if you are so adamant, why should I hear Bhagavad Gita? Why should I give my time to this knowledge? No, Arjuna was in a crisis. He did not say, no, 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 I will fight. Why am I waste my time? No, he gave importance to the instruction. Even in the middle of the battlefield, when he was standing in front of two armies, he told, no, I am a great shooter, but no, 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 I should hear my action. I should know the knowledge, this transcendental knowledge from Krishna. He gave 45 minutes of time to hear this one, because this perfect knowledge guides us to perfect action. And by dint of this perfect action, we will get the renounce from this material world and ultimately go back to Godhead, liberation. That is the whole idea. If we do not know how to cross the traffic light, then we will endanger ourselves. Therefore, the knowledge is the things. Krishna is enlightening Arjuna. No, because on account of your ignorance, you are so compassionate towards your family men. As a result, you are failing to execute your duties as a Kshatriya to protect the citizen from the evil and wicked-minded people like Duryodhana and company. So that was whole theme. And Arjuna, Krishna has a mission that yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata abhyuthanam adharmasya tadatmanam sujame paritranaya sadhuna vinasya dushkritam. Some people accuse, many people, India also, many so-called intelligent people, they accuse Arjuna do not want to fight. But why Krishna inducing to fight? Inducing to do crime. Fighting is like killing, violence. God is inducing to violence. They have no idea about the God and God activities, God power, God mission. God mission to paritranaya sadhuna vinasaya dushkitam dharma sanstapana. He has got three business. To establish the dharma, that is very important. Just like establishing the law and order, the government has to come as severe steps to put the criminal in jail, Changi jail. Similarly, Lord wanted to put these criminals into Changi jail or exterminate them, kill them. That is his idea, and protect the devotee. Just like a government is creating this prison house so that he can punish and put these criminals or outlaw into this prison house and to protect the good citizen. Same thing, Lord has that mission. People have no idea. So today we will learn that despite Arjuna's reluctant, how the Arjuna is reluctant to fight, refuse to fight, and Krishna is in next chapter, Krishna is counteracting all his point that it is wrong to say that, although you are putting forward so many moral and noble argument not to fight, but it is not correct, because you have to establish dharma. For that you need to sacrifice. You have to see that whole idea, whole purport of Bhagavad Gita is not to satisfy our sense, but satisfy Krishna. This is the entire purport of Bhagavad Gita. As long as Arjuna was thinking of satisfying your own sense, if I kill, I will not be happy. He was thinking his own selfishness, or you can say extended selfishness, because he renounced his kingdom. No, I do not want kingdom. Let me kill. But I will not kill. Let me be killed. That means what? I am sacrificing, but that is also selfish. I am thinking of extended selfishness, my family, my relatives. I don't want anything, but what about my family, my society, my nation? This is all, that also the selfishness. That is called, Prabhupada say, extended selfishness. First of all, I like myself. Then if I'm little broad-minded, like Arjuna, I will think of my family, my children, then little broader, I will think of my nation, my community, my nation, humanity, like this. But that is not the criteria. That is not the purport of Bhagavad Gita. The Bhagavad Gita purport is missing because we do not learn from this authorized source. We do not learn from the devotee, pure devotee like Prabhupada. The purport of Bhagavad Gita is not for the extended selfishness, but to satisfy the Krishna's will, Krishna's desire, Krishna's plan. Krishna's plan is that paritranaya sadhana vinasaya dushkitam. Therefore, Krishna engaging Arjuna, no, you kill it, because it is my plan. And this is your duty. This is the duty of not yours, everybody's duty. That one should execute will of Krishna, then that is Krishna consciousness. That is the perfection of life. Of course, we need to purify this one. Arjuna now in ignorance, his senses is contaminated, affected materially, bodily condition of life. When he get purification by hearing Bhagavad Gita, then he will acting as a Krishna consciousness. He is acting what Krishna says. And he is initially reluctant to fight, but now finally he will be fighting. He will be enthusiastically say, Karisya Vatanatava, I shall fight as you say, Krishna. That is called Krishna consciousness. He transforms his senses, transforms his conception, transforms his consciousness, simply hearing Bhagavad Gita. So that's why the importance of Bhagavad Gita to transform our heart, our conception, our consciousness. So with this introductory note, let me start with the chapter 1 recapping. So as you know, we have learned the chapter 1 last time. We go through the we go through the overall chapter. We are not going there again. So we went through the brief background. 540 millions gathered to fight. Wow, this is a war, historical war. This is a historical war. And 540 millions gathered. That is unimaginable. That's why Krishna said, Paritranaya sadhana. He does not want to kill one or two. He gathered all these miscreants, wanted to wipe out at once. That was his plan. Because he has come for this mission, it will take so much time to one by killing the all 540 millions people. Better to gather everybody, finish one shot. That was Krishna's master plan. Orchestrator. He is the orchestrator. He is the protagonist of this war, actually, not the Arjuna. Arjuna is just an instrument. He's getting the credit what Krishna wants to, Krishna actually did everything. So as we understand the background, we have gone through the background of Bhagavad Gita. It's a Kuru family, it's a family war, fratricidal war. That is called fratricidal family war. Family war, two families, same family of Kuru, and we have Pandu, and I'm not going much about this. It's a Mahabharata story. It will be long. The two Dhritarashtra and Pandu, the two sons of two sons of Vichitravir, Pandu and Dhritarashtra. Pandu is Dhritarashtra is blind by birth, therefore he could not enthrone. He could not get the kingdom. He could not become king. Pandu became king, but that Pandu died unfortunately in a very young, in very early age. So as a result, the children of Pandu, 5 sons, they could not become king because they were very small. As a result, Dhritarashtra was appointed as a caretaker, but in due course of time, Dhritarashtra had got the desire that my son should get this kingdom and become king. And they had 100 sons, but all of them are almost wicked sons. So they have envious on Pandava. They have tormented Pandava and all. So in this way, they have tortured Pandavas. They have, taken away their kingdom, insulted their wife. In this way, it reaches a culmination that they are bound to. They are bound to have a war between them. So there's a war because Kshatriya must have a kingdom. Duryodhana did not allow even a 5 village, even a 5 small land that holds the needle, tip of the needles. So the war was inhabitable, and they have arranged in this beautiful place, very religious place, Dharmakshetra, to fight. So that was our things. Then we went through the overview. So I am not going to overview because they have 5 themes are there. Dhritarashtra is inquiring. That is the first dialogue of this conversation. And this conversation more or less lead to the rest of the chapter. Dhritarashtra inquiring from Sanjay what is going on in the battlefield of Kurukshetra, because Dhritarashtra was blind and he could not see, but his secretary Sanjay is a student of Vyasadeva, who has compiled all the Vedic literatures, including Bhagavad Gita, Mahabharata. So he has given a very special vision to see the live commentary or live vision, live broadcast of this war. So he is now relating the activities of Kurukshetra to Dhritarashtra. So this is the first theme. Second theme is Duryodhana is estimating the strength of the armies. Third one is Pandava's victory. Fourth one is Arjuna bewilderment. Fifth one is Arjuna's reasons not to fighting. It's very easy way. Why it is simplest way? The five themes you know the actually whole themes what happened. Only thing, five subject matter only. Dhritarashtra is inquiring to Sanjay what is going on. Duryodhana, now Sanjay is explaining that your son Duryodhana is estimating the strength of the army with his teacher, with his commander-in-chief Dronacharya. Then sign up, and when there was a council, is blowing up council or starting of signaling of war by blowing the council from the both the side. But from the council, it sounds like the Pandavas' victory is very much assured because Krishna is there. Wherever Krishna, there is a victory. Jayastu Pandu Putranam Jaysam Pakhe Janardhanam. It is stated that wherever Krishna, there is a victory. So there is a victory sign. Council also, there is a very divine council of Krishna, Panchajanyam, etc. And by this sound, they have shattered the heart of Duryodhana and company. So that was about the war is signaled to be started. And in this time, up to this, we actually discussed. Now up to this time, then Arjuna is requesting Krishna, requesting Krishna to draw his chariot in the midst of the army to see who are coming to take part in this war, to support evil-minded son of Duryodhana, son of Dhritarashtra, Duryodhana. So we will start that with this recap. We will start. So actually, I have prepared a summary. It is a summary. You can go through that. So why it is the simplest way? As we have a recap, Dhritarashtra inquiring Sanjaya. That is the very, very first verses about the situation of the battlefield that reveals the mind of Dhritarashtra, because he is desirous, doubtful, fearful, and partial. Why? Because he wanted to know that whether my son, because he has a desire, as I told you in the background, he has a desire that his son should win it, because they have 100 in numbers as compared to 5 Pandavas. So he is doing all mathematical calculation, but that is a wrong calculation. He is not only materially blind, he is spiritually blind also, because he does not see that Krishna is there with Pandavas. That is his problem. The same problem also Duryodhana while estimating the strength. They are overlapping because they thinking that Krishna is not going to fight, but they do not know that presence of Krishna itself is enough. He is Supreme Lord. Then he is doubtful because this war is taken place in a very holy place. Dharma Khetre, Kurukshetra. Kurukshetra is a place very nice. As I told you last class, it is 2.5 hours from Delhi, South Delhi. So it is a very, very holy places from the Vedic age. And also Krishna is present. Wherever Krishna is present, that place becomes holy. So therefore it is also holy places. So he is doubtful. In holy places, usually even sinful people, they go there, they change their mind. So all this Duryodhana and company, they are very wicked, very sinful, very malicious, malignant people. So he is doubting, maybe Duryodhana and party, Duryodhana, my son, they will change my mind. Oh, I do not want kingdom. I do not demand any more kingdom. You take Pandava, you take half, we take half, like this, they compromise. So he is also fearful. Why is fearful? Because he is thinking that this places is very holy and Pandavas are very, very virtuous as compared to his own son, wicked. He knows that his sons are wicked. Still he is supporting them because of affection, family attachment. So he's fearful. That places influences the outcome of the battle. Therefore he is fearful. So how, how easily understand this? Very easy. You don't have to, crack your hand. Very simple, actually. And partial. He's partial. Why? Because in the first verse, he says that my son and Pandu son, although they are from same family, Kuru family, he's separating both of them. He's separating both of them, same family. That means he deliberately claimed that his son is Kuru and separated the son of Pandu from family heritage. See, that is the malicious intention. Intention is so much malified. Dhritarashtra's mind is so wicked now. It is revealed. And in the second, second theme, Duryodhana is estimating the strength. So when Sanjay is explaining about the when Sanjay is explaining about the when Sanjay being asked to describe the situation, Sanjay is describing, no, there is no compromise. Don't think that there will be a compromise. So he's just encouraging his master. My sir, my dear sir, don't be disappointed. It's just like, as a secretary used to flatter. He's flattering, but finally he knows that. He told that, no, you cannot, your son cannot come out victorious because Krishna is there. So in the final chapter, he told, final conversation. But initially, he's encouraging Duryodhana, his master, no compromise. Your son, now after seeing, because, there's a two armies there, then Duryodhana is the main protagonist. He is seeing, looking after the military arrangement. That is the good intelligence, because we should know my opponent's strength. So he is looking, observing the army, or looking after the army military arrangement of Pandavas, opponent side. Then after seeing that, he is going to his commander-in-chief to discuss the situation. That is what, if you are in army, you can know that. The army officer, they do the same thing. They will first of all, so much calculation, so much estimation of strength of your opponent. I've seen that, I've read in interview in India-Pakistan war and all. So they do so much strategic things, strategic discussion. So this is very good intelligence. That's materially good, but not spiritually good. Materially, they're doing his estimating all the things, but he's fearful. He was thinking that, oh, these Pandavas, I have taken away their kingdom. That means they have no financial support. There is no source for funding. If you have a kingdom, then okay, you can tax the citizen because there is a war. Just like India, there was a war with Pakistan in Kargil when I was working. So 1 day of salary has been deducted from everybody, even private and government. 1 day of salary to support the country. So that's the facility. But here, Pandavas have no kingdom. It was taken by the Duryodhana. It was taken very unjustifiedly by Duryodhana. So there is no question of finance or funding. But he is fearful how they can arrange big military arrangement. So he was a bit surprised as well as fearful. And to conceal his fear or to discuss about the situation, he is going to Dronacharya. He's asking Dronacharya, you see, your all of the Pandavas, they are all your students. You only taught them the art of archery. After learning from you, they are standing before you. How they are ungrateful. Particularly, he named that Drupada Putrena, Drishtadumna. Drishtadumna is the commander-in-chief of Pandava. He is the Drupada. Drupada, there is a story that there is a fight between a Drupada and enmity between Drupada and Dronacharya. Drupada prayed and he got a son, Drishtadumna, to kill Dronacharya. Dronacharya knew that this son is born to kill me. But still, when he approaches to learn from Dronacharya taught him. That is called Kshatriya. That is called, liberal. Nowadays, we are not liberal. We don't care about my enemy son, enemy, friend of my enemy is enemy. Not like that those days. Dronacharya given all this teaching to that person, Drishtadumna. But to provoke the anger, you see, you teach everything. And now they are coming against you. So that is called diplomatic. Politicians are diplomatic. The administrators are diplomatic. Here, Duryodhana is a very great diplomat. Then he's assessing the strength. He's assessing the strength, Pandava side, how much strength. Then comparing the strength. Assessing the strength, Pandava side are okay. Pandava side are weak. Who are Pandava side? Nothing. Bhim and Arjun and some few. But our side is Bhisma, Karna, so many big Karna, so many big people. Bhisma, Karna, Aswasthama, Kripacharya, Dronacharya, so many big fighters. So our is very strong side. He's comparing, our is strong. Bhisma is there, He's actually confident of Bhisma. Bhisma is a very, very old man. He's a great fighter. He's a student of disciple of Parsuram. Even though he disciple, once he has defeated his guru, that much of expert archer he is. Very, very expert. Bhisma. Arjuna and all, nothing compared to Bhisma. So therefore he is confident of victory. So he in this way is comparing. And the sign of victory is that this is the third theme. Sign of victory. Why? Because of counsel is very, very transcendental concept. Panchajanyam Hushikesha Deva Dattam Dhananja. The counsel of Krishna Arjuna is divyam, means transcendental, not ordinary. And Krishna is there, means Lakshmi is there, goddess of fortune. Goddess of fortune there means you are fortunate. Supposing if I have Lakshmi in my house, I am fortunate. I am victorious, I am opulent, everything. So, but goddess of fortune cannot be there alone. That's a Ravana mentality. Many people wanted to keep goddess of fortune without God, without his husband. You cannot keep his wife without his husband. That is some kind of intention is very much dubious. Like Ravana, he wanted Sita, but he don't want Ram. As a result, everything was destroyed. But here, Krishna is there means automatically Lakshmi will be there, Sita will be there. And automatically his devotees like Hanuman is there to help him. In this, and Agnidev's chariot has given to the Arjuna. So in this way, the sign of victory is very much assured for Pandava, even before the beginning. Even Bhishma knew that. Everybody knew that. And now we talked up to this point. Now we will talk about today's chapter is actually coming from theme 4 and theme 5. Up to this, we have discussed very, very elaborately last session. This session we start with the Arjuna's bewilderment. Now I'm going through little summary, then I can go through the little more deeper. Arjuna bewilderment. Arjuna, what he did it now, he asked Krishna that you draw my chariot in the middle of both the army. But Krishna knowingly put it in the middle, but just in front of the Bhishma and Drona. Because his plan is to bewilder Arjuna so that he can accomplish his mission. He's fulfill his mission of paritranaya sadhuna vinasaya duskritam dharma sansthapanarthaya sambhavani juge juge. Chapter 4, text 7 and 8, he revealed his mission, his business, why Krishna comes, why the God comes. He has only 3 business: to establish dharma, to protect his devotee, to destroy the non-devotee, miscreants. So here the miscreants are all Duryodhana and company. Knowing he put his chariot in front of Bhishma Drona, so that, and all these Kauravas things, they're all family relatives, so that Arjuna will be bewildered. Otherwise, Arjuna is a very eternal associate. There is no question of Arjuna will get confusion or put into complexity, bewilderment. That is not possible. Because wherever with Krishna, we are with Krishna, there is nothing, no darkness, no ignorance. Arjuna, another name is called Gudakesa. Gudaka means sleep. Gudaka also means ignorance. He conquered the sleep. Conquer the sleep does not mean that he does not sleep. He sleeps as he wishes. Our sleep is we are forced to sleep. We don't want to sleep, but forced to sleep. But he is Gudakesa. He wishes whenever he can sleep. Also, another meaning of Gudaka is ignorance. He conquers the ignorance. A person who conquers the ignorance, he is the eternal associate of Lord, Supreme Lord Krishna. How he can become an illusion? How he can bewilder? How he can put into perplexity? Get into a perplexity. That is not possible. That is Krishna's plan. He wanted to teach us, to teach every living entity. Bhagavad Gita is not addressing Arjuna. Like Arjuna is complexity and Lord is addressing Bhagavad Gita. Similarly, everybody of us in complexity, in perplexity, in complexity, in confusion. To address us in general, Lord is speaking this Bhagavad Gita. So in this way, and Arjuna, by putting, I'm going for something, I will get into the details of this. Okay. Please, sound is coming. Please mute your ear. So now Arjuna sees all kind of relatives. Krishna wanted all kind of relatives. He saw his father, he saw his grandfather, his father like Vurisrava, grandfather like Bhisma, Samadatta, teacher like Dronacharya, Kripacharya, material uncle like Salya, Sakuni, brother like Duryodhan, sons like Lakshmana, friends like Aswasthama, well-wisher like Kirtavarma. Ah, I am going to fight with all of my close relatives, my kith and kins, my own sojana. Of course, Arjuna is a little broader minded. When he used the word Sojana, not only his family, but also his army, but also all these horses, elephants, they are used because they are also going to be killed. All the army soldiers are going to be killed. So he is not telling that he is only limited to our family. Arjuna is not like us. He is very broad-minded. When we say our family means we mean it, that my father, my children, my family, that's all. I don't care about neighbor family, neighbor. No, he is using particular word, sojana. When we go to detail, I will explain you very elaborate manner how he is explaining. So now I will not explain you. I will explain you better when I get into after this third point. Third point is by seeing he is overwhelmed with compassion. By seeing his own kinsman, he has come to kill his own kinsman. He is overwhelmed with compassion. Just like a devotee. Because Arjuna is a devotee. Devotee doesn't like to kill anyone. Even an ant also. Even an ant also. That is the devotional service. Arjuna saw the different grades of relative. He became overwhelmed with compassion and decided not to kill his family friends out of compassion. That is his bewilderment because of family attraction, family attachment. That is the problem. Family attachment is impediment in our spiritual pursue the spiritual cultivation, pursue Krishna consciousness. We should go beyond this family. Because if you prioritize family, we cannot go. So the family attachment is an impediment. Therefore, Krishna also, this is a lesson to learn that. Our main duty is to get spiritual perfection. And any kind of most important impediment is our family. It does not mean that you should leave our family, go to Himal. No, but you should act such a way, renounce way that everybody should direct towards the Krishna consciousness. Because this family is anyway temporary. Anyway temporary. But as an obligation, okay, our main, even you say that I have obligation as a family man, fine. But not at the cost of Krishna consciousness. Not at the cost of spiritual life. Not at the cost of repeated birth and death. No. Krishna never said that. Even in Shastra say that if you are Krishna consciousness, automatically all your family will be delivered. You don't need any obligation. Prahlad Maharaj was not obliged. His father is killed, but still his father got liberation because Prahlad Maharaj was a devotee. Nrsimhadev is told that not only you, your 21 generation is liberated. Our first priority is devotional service. If Krishna is happy, Yasmin tustam jagata tustam. If Krishna is satisfied, all the family member, whole world is satisfied. Just like you pour the water in the root, automatically the leaves, twigs, branches, they will get nourishment. They will be flourished. The same example is given. Just if I give my food to the stomach, automatically all of my limbs will be energized, rejuvenated. I do not want to feed my finger, my ear, my eyes. I have to feed only my stomach. That is the understanding. Krishna is the central point, central theme of out of all theme. I would like to explain that all these themes are not the pivotal theme. In every theme, the main point, central point is Krishna. Arjuna bewilderment, also Krishna is the central point. He is putting him into bewilderment to teach Krishna consciousness to everyone. Every theme I'm going to speak, I will tell you that everything there is, since Krishna is the central point. So in this way, he is overwhelmed. So we will go a little bit of details on this fourth theme. Then we will go to the fifth and last theme, that Arjuna reason not to fight. After he become bewilderment by seeing all his relatives arranged, all the relatives have come to fight against him. He was very much bewildered. He was very much into perplexity. And out of compassion, he knows that he is going to win because Krishna is there. So out of compassion, he decided not to fight. Even after, if I kill them, if I do not kill them, there is no gain for me. That we will discuss in the chapter 5. Why? What is the reason of Arjuna not to fight? That is the last thing. Chapter 1 is very, very easiest chapter. But that is important to learn to get this warm of rest of the chapter. So we will go to the theme. I have already this is the same study material I have sent you. So I have made it more simple, yet without losing any point without losing. So here I can show you this very nice. So first thing, that Arjuna is observing the army, and he's telling to Krishna that Arjuna vacha senarubhaya madhye ratham stapaya me achyuta yavadeta nirikhyaham jodhu kamam avastitan kairmaya saudhabhyam asmin ranasamudam. Arjuna said, "Oh infallible one, please draw my chariot between the two army, so that I may see those present here who desire to fight with whom I must contend in this great trial of arms." This is a very, very important verses. Is asking Arjuna here, very important. Arjuna is asking to draw a chariot between two army in order to see those who have come here to fight, wishing to please evil-minded son of Dhritarashtra. Because not only this 100 sons have come, there are so many people, Bhishma, Drona, so many other kings also they have arrived here. 540 millions means, you understand how much people they have joined. Almost all over the world they have joined. Because previously, it is stated is that previously Krishna, the whole world is one, Bharatvarsha, and capital was Delhi, that is Hastinapur, where Dhritarashtra is sitting in a palace, is asking Sanjaya. Dhritarashtra is in Delhi, war is going on in Kurukshetra. The whole world is one place. Whole place is called one, actually, that is Bharata. So there are so many kingdoms. They joined either this party or either Pandava party or Duryodhan party. So they have split it. Oh. So Arjuna was forced, because Arjuna do not want to actually fight. He was forced due to obstinacy of Duryodhan. Duryodhan is very obstinate. I do not want to give even fight with him. Much obstinate. So Arjuna wanted to see the leading men who are present to please Duryodhan. Particular leading men. It's impossible to see. Therefore, he is telling that Yavat Etan Nirikhyame, as long as my eyes see, because it's like an ocean of army in both the sides. You cannot even see. So Arjuna is telling, as long as my eyes see, I want to see. Please put me in the middle of the chariot, middle of the between two army. So one point, very important point in this verses is that he is telling Achyutya. Achyutya, Krishna is addressing in Achyutya. Everything is addressing Krishna has got a very deep and profound meaning. Simply, fancifully is telling, no, some people have so many different names. I can say anyway, Tom, Dick, Harry. No, it's not like that. Krishna has so many names, but Arjuna is addressing particular name for a particular situation. Now he's telling Achyutya means who never falls down. The two meaning of Achyutya. One is he never fails in affection for his devotee. Also, he never fails from his supreme position. The two meaning is important because Krishna agreed to become a charioteer of Arjuna to help Arjuna. That is the first thing. Although driver is not a good position. I mean, I'm not against any profession. Every profession has its own there. But If you ask some child, what is your ambition? Nobody will say, I want to be a driver. Kind of thing. So it is not that exalted position as compared to is fitting for a Supreme Lord. But he agreed to that. He agreed because he loves his devotees. Therefore, his name is Achyuta. He never fails in affection to the Lord. He never fails. At the risk of people may, at the risk of his position, at the risk of taking up, at the risk of accepting the position of a driver. Those days in chariot, there is no indicator. Those who are driving car, they know that indicator is very important anyway. But the chariot has no indicator. So a charioteer, whenever, when Arjuna wanted to say Krishna to go right, to go left, he has to put his feet right arm of Krishna for right side, left arm of Krishna for left side. Just imagine a Supreme Lord who is the proprietor of everything. That Supreme Lord became a charioteer, and feet was Arjuna is putting his feet right and left so many times to go right left. I mean, you understand how much he's really Achyuta. I cannot speak much more about this. He's really Achyuta. Who can do that? Such a Supreme Lord, Supreme position. If you ask Bill Gates, you drive my car, he may not drive. You become driver for one day, he may not drive. I'm Bill Gates, I'm Ambani. I cannot do some menial work. But Supreme Lord is ready to do any menial work because affectionate to devotee. Just example is given. Sometimes when our children is sometimes a CEO of company, he may be very good, but before his grandchildren or children, he become a horse to carry his child. It's not that, he is not a CEO, but he's out of his affection, he carries his child, he become a horse, and he carries his grandchildren on him. This is out of affection. Krishna is Supreme Lord. Out of affection, he becomes charioteer. And second position, well, he accepted as charioteer. It's a menial service, but that does not mean that he is not Supreme Lord. He is supreme in all aspect, in all circumstances, he is supreme. He is supreme in all circumstances. When he was very small, 6 days, he killed Putana. He's God, even he's small. He's God when he's he's a menial servant like charioteer, Supreme Lord. He is the Supreme Lord in all respect. His position is always there. Therefore, in Bhagavad Gita, it is never said that charioteer uvacha, Sarathi. Charioteer means Sarathi, Partha Sarathi. Partha means Arjuna, Sarathi means charioteer. Krishna name, another name is Partha Sarathi. It is never said that Sarathi uvacha, no. It is said that Bhagavan uvacha. Bhagavad Gita, you can see everywhere it is written Bhagavan uvacha. Why Bhagavana? Because he is this Bhaga means opulences. Ban means who possesses. He possesses all the opulences. Mainly 6 opulences. Aishwarya, the fame, opulences of wealth, rich. He is the richest man in these 3 worlds. He is the richest man in the 3 worlds. He is the most famous man. Aishwarya Samagasta. He is the most strongest man. He is most famous man. He is most knowledgeable. He is giving Bhagavad Gita. He is most renounced man. Therefore, he is God. He is supremely powerful. So therefore, his name is God. His name is Achyuta. So that is knowingly Arjuna is telling, because although you accepted charioteer, because I know that your position, you are supreme God, my Lord. That is devotee. Devotee will not, oh, Lord is messaging me. Oh, Lord is coming to help. Lord help me means Lord is my servant. No, we are going to God is a order carrier. Lord, give me that, give me that, give me that. He's like, menial servant. This is not the proper way of approaching God. That is good, but that is not the proper way. That is pious. At least we are going to God. People are coming to God, but that is not the bhakti. That is the pious, some kind of, transaction in there, material transaction, some kind of material. We are pious, we are approaching. But devotee will not approach. Real devotee, genuine devotee like Arjuna will not approach for any kind of give me bread, give me butter, give me job, give me visa, give me wife, give me children, give me job. No, not for that. That is the devotees. So this is the very meaning of this beautiful verses where Arjuna is observing the army, asking Krishna to draw his chariot. And next one is that Arjuna now sees all kind of relatives. So who are the relatives he's seeing? Tatra pashastitam partha pitrin atha pitamaha. Father, pitamaha means
Excuse
grandfather.
me.
Acharya means teacher, like Dronachala. Matulam means uncle. Matulam means uncle like Salya and Sakuni. Bharta, brother like Duryodhan. Putran and Putra like Lakshmana, friends like Aswastama. Sasuran, Sruhadasa, this father-in-law. All these people he is seeing. Arjuna is seeing all kind of different grade of relative, from grandfather to grandson. You understand the position of Arjuna? It's a natural. He will be wielder. He will not fight. He will refuse to fight. So then Arjuna is now tam samikhyasya kanteya sarvan bandhanava stitan kirpaya prayavista visiddhan nidama bravit. Beautiful verses. So now Arjuna saw when the son of Kunti, Arjuna saw all these different grades of friends, relative, he became overwhelmed with compassion and spoke. Very compassion. He don't want to kill these people, Bapre, is not at all impossible. So he is now overwhelmed with compassion and spoke to the Lord. This is about his bewilderment. This is the third thing, that Arjuna bewildered by seeing all the different gates of relatives. They have come to participate in this war, and he is going to contend, not only contend, he is confident of his victory because Krishna is there. He is going to. That is impossible for him to kill. Even think of that. If I think that you kill your father, kill your son, kill your daughter, kill your wife, impossible. So Arjuna is also getting this by seeing all the things. Practically he's seeing and is now builder. Now we can go to the next theme. That is the last theme. Arjuna decided not to fight. See? This is natural. Not Arjuna now deciding not to fight. Why not to fight? We will go through a little bit of summary. Then we can go to the verses and finish it for today. Chapter 1. So here it is say that I have written the summary of this theme 5. Arjuna reason not. First of all, compassion. He is very much compassionate by seeing the different family attachment, and he's thinking of his own self-interest. Oh, I am going to kill them. What will give me? Will it give me any satisfaction? No. It is not giving any satisfaction. So he decided to not to fight. This is called bodily attachment. As long as we have bodily attachment, we cannot be in a perfect knowledge. If you have a bodily, if you think that body is all about this neutron, proton, or the combination of chemical, body is everything. I am not the soul, everything about body. My bodily relatives, bodily birthplace, everything about body. Then we will be bewildered like Arjuna. Arjuna do not know the knowledge. This body is just temporary. Medical science also say that every cell, within 7 years, every cell is replenished. Every moment the cell is changing. The body is not a permanent. If you go and see your young photo, like 3 years, 2 years photo, you have forgotten, but your mother, father have taken the photo. You can see your body. It was a very small body. Even you do not know that, but it has been changed to change different way. So body is just a changeable. It's not a permanent. But there is a owner of the body. The soul is permanent. That will be explained in the second chapter of Bhagavad Gita. So I am not going into that. Then second reason of his Arjuna decided not to fight, loss of enjoyment. He thought that, oh, Krishna, okay, I have come here. I am going to win. Supposing I win it. I have come here to win the kingdom. Why to win kingdom? Enjoyment. Happiness is the root cause of all these things. Without happiness, why I should go? People are coming here to hear. That is also some kind of happiness. Happiness is the basis of life. Anandamaya. Krishna is Sachidananda. We are part and parcel. We are also Sachidananda. We are meant for happiness. Because we have separated from Krishna, therefore we are unhappy. Just like same example is given. A finger. A finger is amputated from the body, your hand. You don't care. You don't care. But as long as finger is there, if there is something happen, you are ready to spend millions of dollars to cure it. Similarly, as long as we are with Krishna, we have got value. We have separated, we have no value. So here Arjuna is that. So if Arjuna thinking of bodily conception life, is telling, okay, if I kill, what is the use of that? If I get enjoyment also, I cannot show off my enjoyment with family and friends. People used to show off their opulences, like I have got a car. Supposing you buy a new car, what you will do? You will tell your friends, your relative, uncle, I got a car. Please come, I will go give you a ride. Yes or no? You cannot tell to your any stranger, oh, I got a car. Can you please come? I will give you a ride. No, you want to show off your opulence among your relatives, but your relatives is going to be killed. Nobody there. So what is the use of having a car? So Arjuna is giving that example. See, supposing if I kill all my relatives and I got my kingdom, what is the use of that? I am not going to show off or share my opulences to friends and relatives. And if he is killed also, he is not going to enjoy. Either of the cases is going to loss of enjoyment. Supposing Arjuna is killed, defeated, there is no enjoyment. If Arjuna comes out victorious, also no enjoyment, because relatives, friends will not be there to share and so on. So that is the reason called loss of enjoyment. So this is all thinking on in terms of own sense gratification. Arjuna never thinks of that whole mission of our human life to satisfy Krishna. Bhakti means to satisfy Krishna. And that cannot be possible in our blunt senses. When we are in ignorance, when we do not study Bhagavad Gita, we cannot do that. We cannot be a devotee. We cannot be a Krishna consciousness. Therefore, Krishna is teaching very fast chapter. People may think that, oh, what is there in first chapter? No, first chapter has got in 3-4 classes. We have given so many different angles of explaining the thing, same thing repeatedly. So many different angles. Prabhupada says that always discuss with different angles. Our problem is that we cannot become a devotee with blunt senses, because in blunt senses we are thinking that bodily conception life. I satisfy myself first. I will satisfy my wife, my children, my community, my society, my country, my humanity. That's all. I don't think to satisfy Krishna. That is our problem. Whole Bhagavad Gita, the purport, as I told you repeatedly, to satisfy Krishna. For that, we have to free from this material bodily senses, bodily conception. Sarvopadi vinirmuktam tat prasadena maya chutyam. Sorry. Sarvopadi vinirmuktam tat prasadena nirmalam. Tat paratena nirmalam. Husikesa sevanam. Husikesa sevanam bhakti ruchyate. Bhakti means Sarva Upadi, we are designated. As soon as we take birth, we are designated to a family, to a society, to a country. In this way, we are designated. That is called bodily concept. Just like Arjuna is now designated as Kuru family. Therefore, he has a family attraction for his Kuru family. That is simple things to understand it. Loss of enjoyment. Very simple. Prabhupada is master blaster. Prabhupada is the best of preacher in the world. Modern world. Nobody can preach like Prabhupada. I am speaking whatever I have heard the classes and lecture for London. Prabhupada is giving a very good. It's family attraction. It's simply a family attraction. All these notes I've sent you is not a single word is from my own concussion or my own so-called intellectual, so-called spiritual thing also. Nothing. Everything notes is given. Essence has been taken from the lecture and purport from Prabhupada books, Bhagavad Gita as it is. And his lecture from London, he was giving entire chapter, 1 by 1 verses, while he was in London, 1971. So Prabhupada is very nicely speaking. This is all family attraction. We are designated. And unless we free from designated, we cannot think of satisfying Krishna sense. Arjuna also same thing. Initially, he was bodily designated. Sarva Upadhi. He was thinking, I belong to Kuru family. They are my relatives. As he hears, understood that my only eternal relationship with Krishna. All other things are designated bodily conception of life. That will not make me happy, nor make me perfect, not make me prudent. So Arjuna understood in the later part, but initially he was loss of enjoyment because of bodily consumption, because of family attraction. Then he is fearful of sinful reaction. Why he is not for the third point, third reason of not to fight is fearful reaction. Fearful of sinful reaction. He thought that this is all violence. Fight is full of violence. It involves in killing. So Arjuna thought that if I kill all these people, there is that of to own family. Although they are aggressor, there are in this particular section of discussion, Arjuna is addressing them as a terrorist, Atatai. There are aggressor. They're called Atatai, terrorist or aggressor. There are 6 kinds of aggressor. Who is giving poison? He is an aggressor. Who sets fire to the house? Second aggressor. Third one is who attacks with deadly weapon. That is called aggressor. Fourth one is who plunders riches. He is also aggressor. And fifth one is one who occupies another's land. That is another aggressor. And sixth and final, one who kidnaps a wife. Just like Ravana, he kidnapped the wife of Ram. Ram immediately killed him, destroyed him. Whole dynasty of Ravana was destroyed because he was a terrorist aggressor. So Shastra, according to law, there are 6 kinds of aggressor and they can be killed immediately. There is no violence in that. There is no sin. Shastra says that it is approved. We can kill them. In these cases, these people have done all these bad things. They have insulted their wife. They have occupied their land. They have plundered the riches. They have attacked them deadly weapon, Lakshyagraha. And they have set a fire, Lakshyagraha. Poison giver, they have given poison to Bhima. So all these 6 things, all these 6 points have been perpetuated by this wicked, obnoxious party, that is Duryodhana and company. Therefore, they are fit, deserve to be killed immediately. And there is no sin, there is no violence in that. But Arjuna is very devotee, a saintly person. He knows that these are the aggressor and they should be killed. But no. They are not, because they belong to the same family, they are special kind of aggressor. So how he is sympathetic, how he is so much compassion because of his saintly behavior, devotee. So if I kill them, they are a special kind of aggressor. They are not like a general aggressor. They are special kind of aggressor. I should not kill them. If I kill them, what will happen? I will incur sin, because killing is not good. Killing is sinful. So Arjuna is thinking that I will get this sinful. So he decided not to fight. That is the third reason. And final reason he is giving, destruction of family dynasty. That is very important point, particularly in modern science. Fighting destroys whole dynasty, particularly death of elderly people. In this war, so many people are arranged, 540 million. All these male or elderly people, everybody has assembled here. Either this party, those party. If they are died in the fight, all elderly person in a family will be died. So remaining will be wife and children. Usually, we are guided by the elderly people. We have so many jati, dharma, kula, dharma, religious activities is there. Usually in a house, religious activities, which has been taught by our family. My father, grandfather, they teach us. So that will be lost, because nobody will be there, senior member, to guide them. What happened? As a result, the younger generation will be independent. They will not do any religious activities, particularly offering Shraddha. Every day, supposing somebody is died in a family, father or grandfather, we should do offering Shraddha, oblation, yearly once. That will be that will be lost. They will not do, because they do not know how to do. Nobody there to guide, no elderly person. Secondly, the omens become polluted because omens become independent, because no senior elderly people to guide them, no husband, father, no grandfather, no senior to guide them. They become independent. Independent woman is like an independent child. An independent child will do all mischievous. Therefore, there is always as we remember when we are when our children are very small, we always guide them. Why? Because we know that they will do the mischievous. They're prone to do mischief. Women is like children. The mind, they are prone to be mischief. They're emotionally weak like child. So they will mischief. So and all they will be exploited. If a child is given free, small child is independent, he goes alone, there is a possibility that he will be kidnapped or exploited. Similarly, woman is like a child. Once he is given freedom, he will be exploited by an unscrupulous person. In the irresponsible people will take advantages and they exploit. As a result, women will degrade, and degradation of womanhood will create unwanted progeny. You can see in Calcutta, so many unwanted progeny. They are sleeping on the footpath. In Philippines, so many unwanted progeny. Slum. In Mumbai, the big slum, so many unwanted progeny. This is called Banna Sankara. And if there is unwanted progeny is there, what will happen? All this progressive work in society becomes stopped. Welfare, everything will be stopped. It become a chaos. Society become chaos. So Arjuna is thinking very broad way that if I kill these people, their family tradition will very lost, and their women will be destroyed. Women will be degraded. As a result, there will be unwanted progeny, unwanted population, and unwanted population will create a chaos in the society at the cost of feminine, at the cost of peace and prosperity of the society. So there is that's why he decided not to fight. This is the fourth reason Arjuna given in this chapter that he does not want to fight. So this is the last theme, and we will go a little bit of details in that, and finally we will end up with the last verse where Arjuna, considering all these things, all these points, the compassion, loss of enjoyment, fearful, sinful reaction, destruction of family tradition. Considering all these 4 points, he decided not to fight, and he became very, very sad. So we will go little bit of details in that to wind up it. Here, beautiful verses. Arjuna is starting Duste mam swajanam Krishna jujusam samupastitam siddhanti mamagatrani mukham cha parishas. So here Arjuna saying that Krishna, seeing my friends and relatives present before me in such a fighting spirit, I feel the limbs of my body quivering, my mouth is drying up, my whole body is trembling, my hair is standing in my bow Gandiva is slipping, my skin is burning. So this is the symptoms of bodily attachment. So much, alas, supposing you see some of your family suffering in COVID, how you feel? You are so much in a very, anxiety. Anxiety, you see that there was a COVID, so many people are dying. Once we are hearing also, we feel like so much, bodily symptoms. Similarly, Arjuna practically see there's so many relatives are standing and they are going to be killed. And he cannot tolerate, his body become trembling. Oh, I'm going to lose them. What is this? I'm going to kill them. I'm going to lose them. His thinking expanded, causes fear, loss of, his family men. So his indecision to execute his religious duty. These are the symptoms. A person who is ignorant. Arjuna became compassion due to bodily relations. As a result, exhibited a symptom of compassion. Limbs quivering, mouth drying up. The 9 kind of, symptoms he showed due to weakness of the heart. Because this is weakness. Compassion is a weakness of the heart. It's a family attraction is a weakness, weakness of the heart. Therefore, our whole idea is to purify this heart. Heart is very important. Heart is the engine. Heart is the central. Yesterday I was reading, Prabhupada told that son is not born, maybe instrumentally born from genitals and all, but son actually born from the heart. Why? Because consciousness, our mind, the psychological position at the time of conception, our psychological position of the father and mother decide the quality of children. So therefore, son comes from the heart. So heart is important. Weakness of the heart is compassion. So whole Krishna consciousness process or Bhagavad Gita is meant to purify our heart. Just like Arjuna is now, he himself is telling weakness of the heart. He's telling Karpanya dosapahata swabhava, because of the weakness of the heart, I cannot do my duty. But when he ready to accept the lesson or instruction from Krishna in the form of Bhagavad Gita, then finally he transforms his heart. That means Krishna consciousness or spirituality is not an affiliation. Oh, I am ISKCON, I am Krishna, I am Vishnu, I am Saibites, I am Saktas. No, this is not just an affiliation, but this is the essential transformation of the heart. Essential transformation of the heart. That is called real religion. That is called spirituality. That is called Krishna consciousness. Bhagavad Gita, the Gita wisdom teaches us that what is spirituality, essential transformation of the heart. Not that I am going to temple, I am Krishna. No. We are not a football fan, Football people fan of some fan are German, some fan is some club, this club, that club. No. Our thing is not, we are not fan, because we are transformation of the heart. And that transformation can take place when you follow the instruction of Krishna and engage in the service. So automatically will transform that. It's a process. So Krishna is speaking process, yoga process. Later we will learn that one. So then loss of enjoyment. Same thing already I told you actually. Here Arjuna telling, I don't see how good can come from killing my own kinsman in this battle, nor can I, my dear Krishna, desire any subsequent victory, kingdom, or happiness. So Arjuna knows that. Oh, there is nothing, see, Arjuna is now, he's calculating in a very materialistic. He's calculating, if I kill them, no enjoyment, because I am not going to share or show up my opulence in the kingdom. If I am going to be killed, then anyway I am not going to enjoy. There is in both the way loss situation, not win-win situation. So Arjuna knows this is a loss situation here, loss of enjoyment in any way, even after I am victorious. See, Bhagavad Gita is very, very, you have to read scrutinizingly, you will be very relishing it. Every point has a very, very deep meaning. So, but Arjuna does not know one has to change to satisfy Krishna, not to satisfy himself, or family, the society, or the nation. No, whether Krishna is satisfied, that is criteria, that is the ultimate goal. Tasmin tuste jagat. If Krishna is satisfied, other things will be automatic. That is the word of Prabhupada. I put it in the, I have put it everything from Prabhupada things. Then Arjuna is telling that everyone wants to show up this kim no rajyena govinda kim bhoge devata. What is the avail of kingdom happiness when all those for whom we may desire are now arrayed in the battlefield? What is the use of that if they are going to be killed? Everybody going to work for what? I am going to work every day from 9 to 5, not 9 to 5. It is Asian country, 9 to 9, 12 hours. Very hectic culture, work culture, Asian country. So 12 hours I'm going to every day for what? For family, for my family. If there is no family, I will not have a driving force. Therefore, it is said that there is a beautiful, there's a economist, London. He's from London. His name is some Marshall, Dr. Marshall, Robert Marshall or some Marshall, Albert Marshall, I think. He told that, he's an economist, that family, because of family is the impetus for our economics. All our economics going on in the world depends on family. If I have no family, I cannot have driving force to work. I am okay with whatever I can get. Because of family, I want more. I want to do hard work. I want to make more. I can satisfy my family. So family is the impetus for economic growth or economic development, for economics. So therefore, Arjuna also thinking the same way. He's like economist. He's thinking why I should work. As a military man, he should work. But he's telling, why should I work if I have no family? Because by working only my family will be killed. Why I should work? See how Arjuna is thinking. Everything you can, different angle you can discuss. He's thinking of his own thing, own family attraction, his selfishness. So fourth, then another point we can go, fearful, sinful action. Arjuna, as I already told you, Arjuna thinking that sin will overcome us if we slay such aggressor. Therefore, it is not proper for us to kill the son of Dhritarashtra and our friends. What should we gain? Oh, Krishna, husband of the goddess of fortune. And how could we be happy by killing our own kinsmen? Very, very important point. Be attentive here. Here, Krishna is using the word Madhava. Here Arjuna is using Krishna as Madhava. Sukhina Syama Madhava. Madhava is goddess of fortune. My lord, you are goddess of fortune, but you are engaging me in the killing business to make me unfortunate. How Krishna, Arjuna is putting his words so fittingly, so beautifully. See, Arjuna is putting very nicely, no? He is telling that Madhava. Oh, Madhava. Previous verse also he used the word Govinda. See, I forgot to show you. Govinda. Govinda means Govinda has two meanings. Excuse me, anybody can stop the noise mute, please. So Govinda, he used particularly word Govinda. Govinda means who gives pleasure to cow, who gives pleasure to senses. Now, Krishna, you are putting me in such a condition that it will not give pleasure to my senses. If I kill my own family man, it will not give my pleasure to my senses. So knowingly he's telling Govinda. Here it is telling Madhava. Madhava, if I kill them, I will get all the sins, and getting all the sinful activities means I am in a very unfortunate. And you are so fortunate, you are the husband of goddess of fortunate. Why you are putting me in an unfortunate condition? See how he is declining to fight, and very nicely he is putting the word, addressing Krishna. Befittingly addressing Krishna. You are Govinda, sorry, you are Madhava, your Ma means Lakshmi, Dhava means husband, you are husband of Lakshmi. Lakshmi is goddess of fortune. Now you are putting me on a unfortunate condition. That's not good. That's not fair, Krishna. So don't induce me. Don't induce me to fight, Krishna. That indirectly he's telling, decided not to fight. So then I have a bit of stop here to mute everybody, because it's disturbing this importantly. Mute all. Mute all. Yes. Sorry, I have to mute because sound is coming. Ask to all. Everybody should unmute also. Mute all is there. Because and we cannot. Sound is coming. If anybody has mute, please ask them to mute it, because I am now sharing. I am not able to. Yeah, I can mute all now. Yeah, you can mute, you can do it after the classes. Then it will. So I am sharing now again. So because last point we are discussing, then we can finish it. Yes. Now we are discussing about the final point, destruction of family. So here with the destruction, Krishna is very nicely, Arjuna is putting this point, putting in the reason. Because we have so many reasons not to execute Krishna's order. Krishna telling chant, Krishna telling Manmana Bhavam, always think of me, become my devotee. Krishna telling Sarva Dharman Parityajam, Mam Ekam. We have so many lame excuses. Arjuna also putting so many lame excuses. We are putting so many excuses not to do it. Oh, I have got business, I have got my work, I have got this, I cannot come, I cannot do, I cannot. This is what Arjuna also doing. So many lame excuses. Of course, it appears to be very moral and noble, but it is not actually. Therefore, sometimes people accuse Krishna, why he is inducing Arjuna. They have no idea. They are thinking that if I am good, why I should pray God? You should know what is good or wrong. What is good, what is moral from the God, not by your mind, not by your friends. Supposing I have to take a medicine, I should not ask my friend Ask my neighbor what medicine I will take. No, I should get it prescribed from my doctor. Then only I get cured. So I should get the instruction from God or his representative, what to do, what not to do. Not from my friends, not by beetle shop, not by grocery shop, not by other people. So here Arjuna is the problem. He is thinking that, oh, I am so-called good. He is putting all this moral and noble. And people also thinking that, oh, Arjuna is very material calculation. He is very good. He is compassion. He is giving us beautiful points. Very moral, very noble point. Why should I kill? Killing is not good. So many good points. Why should I kill them? I cannot enjoy. I should forgive them. Blah, blah, blah. But Krishna refuted everything in the second chapter. With the destruction of the dynasty, the eternal family tradition is vanquished. This is a very important point Arjuna is telling. In order to refuse to fight, decided not to fight. With destruction of dynasty, the eternal family tradition is vanquished. Thus, the rest of the family becomes involved in religion. Irreligion is permanent family of Krishna. Women of the family become polluted from the degradation of womanhood, descendant of which comes unwanted position. Already I have explained you the many principles of religious tradition to help member of the family to grow properly or attain spiritual value. Whole idea is that Varna Ashrama system. 4 Varnas are there, 4 Ashrama. Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Sudra. Nowadays, even in India also it is not there. Everybody is Sudra now. No Brahmana, no Kshatriya, no Vaishya. Everybody. And there are many principles of, so ashram is there, brahmachari, grahastha, vanaprastha, banaprastha, and sannyas. Nobody, very rare, nobody following this ashrama. These ashramas, there is some religious tradition in this ashrama to help the members to grow properly, attain spiritual value. All this ashrama is meant for this Varna ashrama system according to the according to the quality has been divided 4 castes. For the society has been divided scientifically 4 kind of caste and 4 kind of 4 kind of spiritual division and 4 kind of social division. Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Sudra social division, Brahmachari and Grahastha, Vanaprastha, Sannyasi, that is called spiritual division. It is scientific. Sometimes they say that Indians are caste system. No. In America, in Singapore also, the people who are very intelligent class of people, they are advisor to the government. Government is Kshatriya. They are advisor. Intelligent people called advisor to the government. They are called Brahmana. Kshatriya is the government administrative. There are so many people are doing business. They are called Vaishyas. There are so many Sudras are there. Those who are working for others. Worker class, working class, not worker, everybody worker class here. Engineer also worker class, but sophisticated worker class. But still is a worker class. So this was there already. It's not that India has a caste system according to caste, like no. It is very Krishna himself say Bhagavad Gita, Chatur Bandham Maya System Guna Karma Vyagasa. According to the quality, according to the action, there is 4 division, social division. So it is there already, scientific. So all this system is there to help us to come to the point of spiritual value. Some siddhim haritosanam. It has culmination to the point of coming to Krishna. Whole idea to bring them gradually to Krishna. That is whole idea. But here, if that religious tradition, elder members are responsible for such a purificatory process in the family, to carry out from generation to generation, these elder people are there. They will carry forward this kind of religious tradition. This is a purifying process, gradual purifying process to come to the Krishna. To come to Krishna, you have to purify. No, nobody can come to Krishna without purification. Just like we cannot go to the fire without become fire. We cannot go to water without become water. Just like without become waterly element like fish. We can go means the scuba diving and all, how long, we cannot stay there. Sky also, unless you are bird, we cannot release. The aeroplane cannot stay for even more than 24 hours, So there's a limitation. So because we don't have that fiery body, I cannot enter to the sun because I should have a fiery body. Similarly, Krishna is called Pavitram, supremely pure. Param Brahma, Param Dhama, Pavitram. Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna is speaking, you are the supreme pure. And unless we get pure, we cannot. Therefore, this religious tradition, the Varnashram system, to pure us gradually, scientifically, systematically. And that Varnashram system or religious tradition is carried forward by generation to generation by elderly people. Now in the war, all elderly people is destroyed. Then who is going to carry forward? Nobody there. As a result, nobody will do any religious tradition. And the women will be independent, will be polluted, unwanted population will be generated. As a result, there is a chance of spiritual salvation. We cannot get the spiritual value, spiritual liberation, spiritual salvation. So there's a colossal loss actually. So Arjuna is thinking that a broad way, that why should not I fight? That's a very important point, because now modern society is now same problem. Modern society is the same problem. We are not following any religious tradition. Women are free. As a result, people are Varnasankara unwanted, and all the prosperity, the spiritual prosperity means spiritual prosperity and peace, that is also obstructed, and nobody interested in Krishna consciousness, nobody interested in spiritual salvation. Everybody wants visa, permanent citizenship, everybody want condo, everybody want car, everybody want palatial building, everybody want to satisfy their senses to ultimatum, to zenith point, exuberantly, excessively. That is whole aim of life, misdirected aim of life. Therefore, this verse is very important in the modern society, very much connecting to the modern society, because we have no elderly people nowadays. People are not there, even before they die also we separated from them. We have so-called nuclear family. So-called nuclear family, we are separating from elderly people by force, by our wish, not by force, by our wish, so that we will be independent. We think that they are very disturbing, they are very obstruction. So that is the point where the modern society is treading on a very, very wrong direction. And particularly spiritually, it is very, very wrong direction. Nobody is going to spiritual salvation. This is Kali Yuga, very difficult. Therefore, those who are coming to Krishna consciousness, hearing Bhagavad Gita, they are very, very fortunate. Krishna say, oh, what a fortunate. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna say, very, very fortunate. Anitya Sukalakam. Those who are very fortunate, those who have interested to learn this Bhagavad Gita. Because as soon as we come in contact with Bhagavad Gita, our fortune begins. The Bhagavad Gita is of Bhagavana, pertaining to Bhagavana. Bhagavat means Bhagavana. Gita means song or instruction. As soon as the moment we come in contact, either by hearing, understanding, applying, or propagating, we are very fortunate, because we are connecting with Krishna. As we have learned that when you connect with Krishna, we connect with goddess of fortune. Wherever Krishna, there is God, his wife is there, goddess of fortune. He is very fortunate. So we become very fortunate, because we are connecting with Madhava. We become also fortunate. Madhava means husband of goddess of fortune. So our victory is assured. We can cross the ocean of material nations. Therefore, we must come in contact with Bhagavad Gita. It's a timeless wisdom, spoken in a conversation between men, and I have already given the dialogue between God and men is take place in a warfield, in an ancient battle, that answer the weightiest question of life with uncommon ease and utmost clarity. That is Bhagavad Gita, the crown jewel of spiritual knowledge. And we are neglecting it. It is not a good sign of victory, good sign of fortune. Krishna says, those who are unfortunate, they do not come to me. They do not listen to me. And they are lost. 1858, Krishna says that. They are lost. Vinakshati, Krishna says. Those who are coming to hear Bhagavad Gita, they cannot be lost. Krishna himself says, my way or highway. I will show you 1858 verse. I will show you now 1858. So you will know that how Krishna says that. This is beautiful verses. I'll share this one. How important is Bhagavad Gita? So in this, I'll share this beautiful verses of Bhagavad Gita. That is 1858. Krishna say that those who are hearing me, how fortunate they are. 1858. I'm sharing this one now. Where is the share? Yes. See, you can see here, I can hear. Madachita sarva durgani prasadatarishasi atacheta tvam ahankaran naswasasti vinakhyasi. If you become conscious of me, you will pass over all the obstacles of conditioned life by my grace. If, however, you do not work in such a consciousness, but act through false ego, not hearing me, you will be lost. My way or highway. You will be lost. Either you hear or you hear Maya. It's up to us. If you hear Maya, we will be lost. If we hear Krishna, we are going to win. So it is up to us. So in this way, Arjuna is putting the then finally he is telling, oh, what a wrong things we are doing. And he's telling that those who are destroying family tradition, they go to hell. So it's not good, therefore I should not fight. Then he is telling, oh, alas, how strange, how we are committing, driven by the desire to enjoy royal happiness, we are committing so intent to killing our own kinsmen. That is not good, Krishna. It's very, very, what you say, ignorant, very, very whimsical ignorance. Just to desire to satisfy our desire to get a kingdom. That's not good. So he is telling, better for me if the son of the Dhritarashtra, weapon in hand, were killed, kill me unarmed, unresisting on the battlefield. He is telling better, no, I don't want. Usually Kshatriya principle is that they should not go away from the battlefield. That is Kshatriya. Apalayam, apalayantam. Apalayantam means they should not return back from the field. And they should not also be killed when your opponent party is unarmed. But Arjuna is ready. I am ready. I cannot go back. Fine, I am a Kshatriya, but I will stand here unarmed. Let them kill me. Let them kill me. I will not resist. Because at the same time, he wanted to execute the basic principle of Kshatriya, not to flee away from battlefield. That is Kshatriya code of conduct. They should not. At the same time, he is telling, no. Okay, I will not go back, Krishna, but I am stay here unarmed. I will not use any weapon. I will not resist them. Let them kill me. So Arjuna come to that level of bewilderment or that level of compassion and that level of determination not to fight. So the final verses is 40. There are 46 verses. The final verses is here. Sanjaya vacha evam mukta arjuna sankhya ratopasto pavisha visrijasya saram chapam soko samigna manasa. Beautiful verse. Sanjaya says, Arjuna, having thus spoken on the battlefield, cast aside his bow and arrow, sat down on the chariot, his mind overwhelmed with grief. This is very important. He is now finally decided that Arjuna stood up on the chariot to see that who are coming to fight me. Now he is sitting down. He was so afflicted with lamentation. Therefore, you have noticed when I was showing you overview of 18th chapter, I labeled the first chapter, not I labeled, proper labeled as lamentation. Because first chapter is about lamentation. Arjuna is afflicted with lamentation and again sat down, setting aside his bow and arrow. He has promised that he will not set aside his Gandhivas, but he broke his promise. No, never mind. My family attraction is important than my promise. So he set aside his bow and arrow. Visrija sasaram chapam. He set aside his bow and arrow. No, I am not going to fight. He was overwhelmed with grief, lamentation. So first chapter is about lamentation. Lamentation of Arjuna, lamentation of us. We also in lamentation. Only thing that at least Arjuna knew, he is what is his problem? We don't know. We are thinking that lamentation is happiness. Lamentation is happy. That is the illusion. That is illusion, Maya. So if just like if you go to hospital, somebody is on the bed, if you say, how are you? And he definitely will say, I am cool, I am fine. If you are fine, why you are in hospital bed? But he will say, I am fine. So this is what, everybody will say, how are you? I am fine. This is all formal. Nobody is fine here. Because at the dispense of material nature, nobody can have a fun and frolic. cannot have a rest and relax, because material nature will not allow you to do that. There will be always a problem to obstruct you. That is the nature, very nature of the, in a jail. If I am planning for a very good happiness, so enjoy something, to have a movies, to see some Pathan movie, I cannot do that. That is impossible. The superintendent will not allow. We may plan it. We may have a dreams and schemes, but that dreams and schemes will be abruptly disrupted because we are transient. Our life is very, brief in this material world. We are going to drop down today, tomorrow, or after some few years, either by COVID, cancer, or cough. What we are going to do? We are going to drop down. So that is our predicament, that we don't know that this is all about lamentation. We are in lamentation, and we need a help of Krishna. Therefore, the Bhagavad Gita is absolutely important to get out from this crisis, from these lamentations. So thank you very much. With this ending notes, I would like to ask you if anybody has question. So I have only, this is only 2 notes I have given already, the different name of Krishna. So you can go through the, if once you go through this, notes, the same notes, and you can know the entire summary of, entire theme of Bhagavad Gita, chapter 1. In this way, you will cover chapter 18. You will find very strikingly wonderful, because chapter 2 now spoken by, now Arjuna is speaking. Now you can know that Krishna is speaking in 2nd chapter onward to 18th chapter. And when Lord is speaking, the word of Lord has how much value. It's very realizable, very deep meaning, and you will find it strikingly wonderful, the rest chapter. So we made it a simplify. I have made it every chapter very simplified way, this way, so that easy to understand the theme. So in this way, you can embark on the journey of Bhagavad Gita. So thank you very much. If you have any question, you can ask any question, any doubt, any comments, you can ask. If the sound is okay, because I was having not a good, I did not increase the sound. Later part I increase sound now, but yeah, but I hope the sound is, if any, okay, there's no question and all. I'll join it, my network in anyway. But one thing I have to tell you, that I will, I have already given a sloko and this one. Then in these 7 days, I will have I have already explained 2 days, 3 days like this introduction here. So I will have a very nice MCQ. This anybody, just, it's not like testing yourself, but you can keep it. If you go through this MCQ question I have prepared, so that again it will facilitate you to more understand. Just like I will ask you that who is the commander chief in Duryodhana, commander chief in Pandava. Then I will, my question is more on the theme rather than, individual. Like, what are the points the Duryodhana is not, Arjuna is decided not to find? One of the point, or 2 of the point, why Arjuna got built up? No, I will have like a systematical theme question, so that, when you go through just it, you will know, this is so easy. Also, I will give a short summary of each themes, so that you will keep it as a note. Any times you will think that, let me go, what is the chapter 1? Once you just one time you can go through, you can recollect and remember the entire theme. So that is to facilitate everyone. Usually in ISKCON and other teaching schedule, discourse, they do not give their notes, personal notes. They do not give these personal notes. But I would like to give, because it's not about because we don't charge, Brahmana, they don't charge for this. So we don't charge for this. We want, whole idea is that Prabhupada wanted everybody should learn Bhagavad Gita. So we are presenting it so that everybody can understand, learn Gita, live Gita, and give Gita. Learn the Gita, then apply in the life, and preach to others, distribute to others. This knowledge should be distributed. So this is whole aim. So, and also we are going to publish, I'm going to publish very soon. Once we finish the 18th chapter, I'm going to publish the book called Bhagavad Gita Simplified. It has got five volumes. First is this one, whatever the notes on the, not exact notes, I will have a more, same notes, but more refined one, more fine-tuned it. And we have like question papers, we have a slokas, we have an overview of Bhagavad Gita, or overview of Bhagavad Gita, and we have Yoga ladder of Gita. The 5 things will be there in that volume. So all our participate also, we will give it, and we will put it in Amazon also for anybody can, so that it will facilitate everyone to understand the Bhagavad Gita, very simplified study guide. Bhagavad Gita simplified study guide. It's not a substitute for Bhagavad Gita. Actually, it is a supplement. It's a supplement. Supplement means everything is here. You can see this notes is based on the Prabhupada teaching, just consolidated. The main points are consolidated, so that, many people have no time to study or entire Bhagavad Gita lecture from Prabhupada, and they are not inclined also. So to make them inclined or make them facilitate them what is there in all the things, that's the whole aim of the life. So thank you very much. Hare Krishna. So we will please attend, and please ask others to attend this one, because Bhagavad Gita, the Krishna say in Bhagavad Gita that whosoever is preaching or helping others or bringing others to this wisdom of Gita, they are most dear to me, and nobody is dear other than, even if great devotee is not so dear if they are not preaching or they are not bringing this Gita wisdom to the people. So we request everyone to bring everyone, because I have not advertised this one, because I wanted to make it first batch, and to make it like simplified, to see the response and see myself also. And then I have not advertised that everybody comes and all. So, but you can bring as many as people, so that they can also benefit. You can share the notes to others also. Even ISKCON, they're charging 5,000, 2,000. They never give us a study, particular this kind of study material. They don't give actually, because this is their personal study materials to show while preaching. But we are giving it, and we have question answer all the things. So we request everyone, at least bring everyone to this Gita wisdom, so that at least they don't understand also, they hear it. As I showed you the verses, Krishna said, those who hearing also, they can cross this ocean of material. Thank you very much. With this ending notes, I am ending here for today. Chapter 1. Tomorrow, next session, we will start with the wonderful session of chapter 2, Gita content summarize. Chapter 2 is summary study of all the 18 chapters. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. And devotee from the core of the heart for attending this. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you.